Welcome to this video on getting started with EndNote. This video concentrates very much on getting your computer set up correctly to use EndNote and to use it with the appropriate styles for your discipline. It's quite technical, but a lot of what you're doing you only have to do once. So once you've been through this video, you should be able to forget about a lot of what's in it. So we're going to start by looking at how to get EndNote onto your own computer. It's best to start at the support portal. Just log in and go to the home screen. In the search box, search for EndNote. And here you'll see the option for EndNote for home use. Just click on that and it will take you through to IT's page about this. It's a good idea at this point to locate and select the product key and copy it. I'm just going to use Ctrl+C into your clipboard. I'm then going to click on the link to download the software, which will take me to Clarivate's site. You want to go for the latest version, so that's EndNote X9, and there are options here for the Windows installer and the Mac installer. I'm working on Windows, so I'm going to click Windows installer, and that will start downloading to the bottom of the screen. Now I already have EndNote on my machine, so I'm not going to actually click and reinstall it. But when you do, there's the usual process to go through. And at some point you'll be asked for that product key, and you can just paste that in from your clipboard. The first time you use EndNote, you're presented with a blank grey screen. This is because there is no library to open. You must go to the File menu and choose New. You can then create your library. The default file name is My EndNote Library. This is absolutely fine to keep it as it is, but of course you can change it if you want to. Take a note too of where the file is being saved, as you should always be aware of this, and change it if it's not where you want it to be. I'm happy with the defaults. Click on the Save button and it will open the empty library. Before I show you around this screen, I just want to go and show you what happened when you created this file. I'm going to switch to my Documents folder, which was where my EndNote library was created. I'll just point out that there are two parts to this library. There is the .enl file and also a data folder. Both of these are essential parts of your library and must be kept together in the same folder. So if at any point you need to move your library, make sure you move both of these parts. We're now going to look at downloading the whole referencing styles and the reference types table that goes along with these. If you're using APA or the Royal Society of Chemistry, the styles will already be in EndNote and you don't need to do either of these. You'll just need to select them from the list at the end. If you're using Oscola, you will need to download the style from the Oscola page on the Referencing Your Work Skills Guide, but you won't need the reference types table. Again, you'll need to select that as I'm going to show you at the end of this section. The default style, when you first open EndNote, is one called Annotated. If you click on the drop-down list, I have got a very long one here. You will have a much smaller amount of options, and it will not include Footnotes Hull or Harvard Hull. Nor will you be able to use the Select Another style until they've been downloaded onto your computer. The reference types table refers to the different options you've got for creating records in the library. So if I go to create a new reference, at the top you'd say which type of reference type this is, and this is currently showing the EndNote defaults. These are fairly old reference types. For example, you'll notice there's no option for an e-reader book, and there's no option for a YouTube video, which are quite commonly used in academic work today. So we're going to need to go and download the appropriate files to change this. I'm just going to close this record. To download the files, you'll need to go to a web browser. I'm just going to use Chrome. I've already got a favourite to take me straight to the Skills website. You may need to do this via the library site. So I'm going to go to the online skills guides, and over in the technology and software section, select the referencing software and then EndNote 9. Scroll down slightly and you'll find a section on the University of Hull EndNote styles. If you've been told that you need to use Harvard or footnotes referencing, you will need to download one of these styles. I'm going to download the footnotes one by just clicking on it. I also need to download the Hull reference types table. Please note it does say do not just click this link. If you do that, it will open up an unreadable text file. Instead, right-click on the Hull reference types table and choose Save Link As, or whatever is the equivalent in your browser. I'm just going to note that that's in my Downloads folder and save. So to get the style that I've downloaded into EndNote, I just need to click on it at the bottom of the screen. And that will open it within EndNote. And then all I have to do is go to File, Save As. I'm just going to take out the Word copy and click Save. Because I've already got this downloaded, it's just coming up with this little message, but I'm just going to say yes, replace it. I can then close the style by going to File, Close Style. To make this the active style, I then need to go to the drop-down list next to Annotated, and you will need to do Select Another Style. I know it's in the list, but as I said, I've already got it installed. When you go to choose a style, you can then just click on the first letter, so H for Harvard or F for footnotes, and you should be able to go and find it. You see, that is then the style in use. To install the reference types table, you need to go to Edit, Preferences, and make sure reference types is selected on the left-hand side. You can then import and find the file. Mine was in the Downloads folder, so I'm just going to go further up there to find that, and there it is at the top. Click Apply and click OK. If I go to create a new reference now, you'll see that the list includes a YouTube video at the bottom that wasn't there earlier, as well as an e-reader book and many more options. I'll just close that. Your EndNote is now ready for you to get to work.